Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the extended monthly forecast reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope that you enjoyed your July 2018 extended monthly forecast. And I just want to take a brief moment to thank everyone who supports my work, who encourages this work, for all of your sweet comments or letting me know how the reading has impacted you. I love hearing from you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking and sharing my videos. It means the world to me. Thanks so much, everybody. So this is a general reading for the signs Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and Libra Rising for the month of August 2018. If you'd like a personal reading or any specific concern or question answered, my contact information is in the description box below. So I'm just going to shuffle here for a moment with some, looking for some general information for your sign, and then we'll get out your 7 cards for your horseshoe spread today. And then as always, we'll be using a card each from our oracle decks at the end of your spread. So what does Libra need to know? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. What does Libra need to know? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on for Libra? Libra, so there it is. There's that little, sort of like a vibration in my arm there. And it just lets me know that it's time to lay the deck down, cut the deck for you. I am going to use the bottom of the deck card for general energy for the month for you. That's not technically a part of the 7 cards today, but I do like using this for general energy to balance the other cards against. You have this gorgeous Ace of Swords here. So something's going to be presented to you, a new idea, concept, a new opportunity around a new idea or concept. This could be a message that you've been waiting for. It's also a really nice indicator that something's beginning fresh, a new idea, belief system, concept, even communication here. So something stands to be started anew or begun fresh. And aces are always the arbiter of, it's the source energy. So this is something that something's going to be cleared up this month for you. We will look at the other cards and its association to the other cards and their positions here in a second, but I find it very, very positive auspice to have really the ace of any element in your reading, and the Ace of Swords is no exception. It's also, like I said, it's really able to cut through the nonsense, so a great deal of clarity can be provided to you here as well. So let's take a look at what the other 7 cards have to say. As I always do, I'm going to do a brief overview of all the cards, energies in and of themselves, and then we will look at them in their respective positions. And I'll provide a little snapshot of what I see here. We have another ace, a couple of kings. Ooh, I see a beautiful, beautiful month for you in August. Libra, first of all, I would say if there's any worry or concern or something's been dogging you, frightening you, eluding you, etc., what I will suggest is to stop that mind frame. I think part of what's eluding you or being kept from you or denied to you, etc., has to do with some sort of refusal or inability to accept or to allow. So just because we have this action card here in the influence of others. So I do believe, and it's also an ace. So I do think that something is ready to come your ways, and especially an opportunity of the mind, a clarity, even a new, I would say a new job. We're not looking at pentacles here, but we do have this following you, which is what you should do position. So it could very well have something to do with a job or a relationship, depending on what current conditions you find yourself in a general manner this month. But yeah, I think if there's been any effort, like a frightening, concerning, deliberate, etc. type of energy that you've been pushing for something, or like I said, waiting for something, and there's been some stress or maybe low vibrational energy around that, I'm going to suggest that that's given up, like give it up like a ghost, like ghost those negative thoughts or negative thinking of any sort here, just because we have this gorgeous, beautiful reading for you for the month of August. I do think that things that have been up in the air, for example, or that you've been waiting for to settle down or come to fruition are really going to make themselves clear to you this month. So another way to frame that for you, Libra, is to say make room for really beautiful, positive things this month. Okay, so give up the ghost, give up the nonsense, give up the negativity. Even if it's around, the what ifs, even if it's around, if I do this, what will they think? If I do this, what will happen next? If I do this, is it too risky? I think in that type of self-dialogue, I think that could be part of the resistance. And I think if we let that go, we can start accepting or pulling in or realizing that things aren't as bad as they seem, or things are way more progressive than they appeared on the surface. So in saying that, that is your little snapshot. Let's just going to put some words into what these cards are in and of themselves, so just energetically, and then we'll look at them in their respective positions. So the King of Cups here, mature, a compassionate energy. This is a soulmates card. This is an issue of illusion, or something behind the scenes that could be helpful or that you need to look at. We have this Strength card here, which means that essentially one of two things: either you are going about your month, by mid-month especially, under the auspices of strength, okay, under the auspices of, people are realizing your strength, or you're realizing your own, or you're being asked to exhibit a higher vibration of strength and maturity and wellness. We do have the Ace of Wands here. This is a brand new opportunity. This is also an action card, and again, I do see this in your outside influence position. So I do see this as something that's coming toward you, something that's being made available to you. So really, really look for opportunities this month, Libra. And maybe don't brush something off or shove something off in a knee-jerk reaction. Really consider something this month for you. And this beautiful, your second king here, this King of Pentacles. So we have this really mature, practical energy here. And then we have this beautiful Page of Wands. So a really beautiful message of love and passion, and definitely the beginning of something new, the beginning of new behavior, of a new outlook, of a new project, that type of thing. So especially with these two, from the Wands energy here, I mean, it's just no two better cards really to have out of that element, besides the other court cards, obviously, the Knight, the King and the Queen. But like I said, you do have some more mature energy here from the other elements, from both the emotional and the practical. So, and this something really exciting does await you by the end of August here. That's what I'm seeing. And for our major arcana, we have two here. We have the Moon and the Strength, as I just said. Moon is a 9 when reduced to a single digit. So that's Ascended Master numerology. We're also looking at maybe spiritual ascension, spiritual awareness here. And we do have an 8, and the 8 is not only the infinity symbol, as a horizontal image, but it's also ruled, it's the 8th, so it's the 8th sign, which is Scorpio. Of course, it's ruled under the 8th house, which is shared, finances, sex, death, resurrection, and it also includes the symbology of the phoenix. So I do think you can rise above something here, and we'll get into exactly what that is right now. So as I said here, in the recent past, you have this beautiful King of Cups. So as I said, we have this very, very mature energy, something that you've already completed or in your recent past that could have been provided to you as well. So again, as a general theme here, we are looking at possibly an individual in your surroundings. So you could have a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in your immediate environment, Libra. Man or woman, they could have some more masculine qualities here, but it could be a man or a woman. And if you are a sun, moon, rising, or even Venus or Mars water sign, this could very well have been your energy. It appears as though you could have personally, emotionally matured here. So again, that's something that you're going to have to figure out, if just as a general manner. So if you don't have any water in your first 5 planets, for example, then consider this to be an individual in your environment. Otherwise, I would say this is your energy. And again, it's also really lovely. It's very compassionate. This is very compassionate energy. It's also having so much love that you can share it. It's an understanding of yourself and others in a very mature and uncomplicated way. And you'll know what that is as well, if that's in your chart or not, if that represents you or not, just by realizing if you have, water in your chart, for example. So I do have a little bit of a voice problem today, so don't mind me. My voice is a little scratchy. I'm not sick, it's just, I'm not sure what it is, but we do have this gorgeous 2 of Cups here in your present position. As I mentioned, this is the soulmates card. So presently you're able to connect with a soulmate, or you're making connections with, or interested in making connections with. This is kind of your eye is on the prize, if that's the case. And it could be, if this is a romantic or a lover situation, that you probably already met this person here because it's in your recent past. And this person is very intriguing to you. If it isn't a lover or a romance situation, however, I do consider soulmates different from twin flames, actually. So a soulmate can be an animal. It can be a peer member of your peer group. It can be a member of your family, or even someone in your work environment that, you really have this incredibly special connection to. And you can't seem to sort of tear away from, no matter what. This person is really important to you, and vice versa. So a real nice soulmate connection can occur this month for you. On the other hand, if this is energy that it belongs to you and your chart, and you're bringing it in to the month of August, it looks like you are connecting on a deeper level with your own self in order to bring in your soulmate, okay? So this is, in my view, equally as important as already having found your soulmate. It's the preparation of, it's the awareness of, again, with the Ace of Swords here, there's almost this clarity that's being made to you finally. If you already haven't met this person, for example, there's almost like this moment of clarity where it's like, wait a second, if I want to meet the perfect partner, if I want to have the perfect job, if I want to live the perfect life, whatever generally is happening for you, Libra, this month of August, there's almost this element of your mind could be switching, or is being asked to switch from, when am I going to get it, who is it coming from, how long is it going to take, etc., to, wait a second, I'm going to prepare myself. I'm going to spend less energy and time on the externalizing of this need or desire or want or outcome or prospect or, okay, etc. I'm going to spend all of that time and energy on preparing myself, because I do believe that the perfect partner or job, etc., for you is what you bring into your environment. And as I started out saying at the very beginning, there's this element of, you know, you have to accept that. There's a level of acceptance, you know, like, yes, it belongs to me. Yes, for all the right reasons. Yes, I'm ready for this, okay? That type of thing. So you're going to use your imagination and your thought process toward a higher energy, a higher realm of thinking, higher vibration. And I think that you'll start to see the manifestation of that quite quickly. Here in your hidden influences is illusion. And here's where I think that there is perhaps some old patterns of behavior or thinking here, or a believing even, whether it's with someone, you know, external to you, or whether it's a pattern that's going on within. As I mentioned, there's ascendant energy, ascendant master energy here, or some spiritual growth here that could be available to you as well. So just maybe recognize that. I think the recognition of both the Ace of Swords energy and the sense of illusion or disillusionment, or even something happening behind the scenes as a hidden influence here. Just beware that all the cards, if it is a love or a job situation, all the cards are on the table. Things are super clear. You're going to want to speak from your highest intention here, you know. And I do think if this is a person external to you, that they'll be perhaps even leading the way in that regard. They might even be helping you evolve. If this is someone outside to you in your environment, if this is within, I think that you'll be able to take a better look at what is going on behind the scenes that could be keeping you from actualizing some of your favorite things and your joys and your blisses here. But as a hidden influence, I might suggest here that something beneath the surface could be going on that you either need to get to the bottom of. This is also a very highly emotional card, and it's ruled by Pisces. So if you know a Pisces in your environment this month, this could be an individual as well as a hidden influence. So we do have a lot of water energy here for you, water sign energy. And Pisces is also ruled by Neptune. It's ruled by the 12th house, which is spiritual matters. It's also could have something to do with addictions. It could have something to do with, what's another term for that? It's almost like there's an element of being your own worst enemy, being the reason or cause to your own self-undoing is some 12th house energy here as well. So just be aware of this in the month of August for yourself, Libra, as a hidden influence, okay? It could be something that you need to get to the bottom of or just need to become aware of. Whatever it is, and I'm not going to go into the dream aspect of this right now because it's a hidden influence. I'm going to suggest that this is something that needs to be conquered. I don't think this is something that's necessarily going to be working in your favor as a general theme, unless you find that it does and there is something to be gleaned there. We will draw, like I said, we'll get some jumpers from the oracle decks and sort of look further into whether or not this has anything to do with the dream state. Moving on to you yourself, this represents you. So this is strength. You could have some Leonian qualities. You could have some sun energy right now that's affecting you. You could feel just very bright and capable right now, but recognize that the strength could be representing you this month, Libra, because you are undergoing something, and that the only way to exhibit courage is in times of stress or upset or challenge, right? But this is going to teach you a lot about yourself. So take comfort in, you know, being that strong person that this month and being capable of taking care of your needs and not making any excuses for that, right? You're, again, with this recent past, with the mature emotional energy here, you know, use that to your advantage. No excuses. And yeah, like there's no excuse not to do this. And it's really good for you to do this. It's going to create a really good outcome here if you are strong in periods of distress, or if you do face something head on that needs to be faced on this month. especially by the end of the second week. You're going to have to put your foot down about something here. With the influence of others, as I said, this is coming from the outside in. So this is something that's being made available to you. As I said, it's your second ace, and this is a literal actionable opportunity. So don't let this go past you. It could very well have to do with something that's incredibly stable. So a job, love, career, relationships of all kinds, even like planting, growing, financial outcomes. This could have to do with an investment, but whatever's coming from the outside in is pure energy. It's the start of something beautiful, and it's going to be made available to you. So don't pass that up. Here we have, and what you should do, and this is what I'm saying, you're going to want to take this opportunity that's being provided to you here by the beginning of the third week of August and run with it. Plant it in the ground. This is worth its weight in gold to you. This, again, it could be a job, a relationship, an opportunity of some sort here, but it's worth its weight in gold. So again, we have very, very mature prosperity energy here. So incredibly prosperous, so much so that you can share it. I also want to mention, as a court card, we are dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn individual, or the energy that comes from those signs that is in your own chart. So it could be that the opportunity is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus individual. If that's the case, I would heed their advice at this time. Otherwise, you could have one of those signs in your own chart in the first 5 planets, or as you're rising. If that's the case, this is could very well be your own energy, and I would heed that voice if this is coming from within. Heed that investment. You know, I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to plant this in the ground and follow through with this long-term type thing. So we're looking at long-term, stable, prosperous, generous energy here. And then look at this gorgeous page of fire at the very, very end, the final outcome. You know, if you're going to go through all these processes by the end of the month, this gorgeous new opportunity, something really exciting could occur here by the end of the month for you with this page of wands. Again, anything having to do with wands or fire, as it were, is just really exciting. So there could be a little message of love there as well. Because we are dealing with some cups energy here at the beginning of the month for you. And it could be almost like you're, if this is a love or relationship endeavor, that there is this sort of, emotional connection or emotional relationship, but now it's turning into something, it's evolving, right? Maybe you'll even be traveling. I don't see that as much, say, for example, if we had a messenger, but you could have messages that are coming your way. You could have someone, for example, who's willing to travel to you. You could be traveling for a new position or even a job interview, for volunteer work. But really, the Page of Wands, like I said, is just very exciting. And it's also a new endeavor. Let's say this has nothing to do with love or romance, for example, and you're willing to make a move toward the direction of your dreams. This is the exciting first step, okay? This is taking the bull by the horns, if you will. So I am going to get a jumper card, ideally. If not, in the next couple of shuffles, I will cut the deck for you. Just in the interest of time here. I'm looking for additional messages for Libra for August 2018. Additional messages for Libra. Ooh, that's a big bunch. Hold on now. We're just looking for one message for Libra for August 2018. One message for Libra. Message for Libra. No, we're not. Oh, I thought that was going to jump out. What I will do is cut the deck for you, and we'll draw from the top here. I just want to express to you that overall this looks like an amazing month for you. A lot really is going to be going your way. And it could even feel like finally things are panning out. But I really want to stress that so much of it has to do with what you're willing to give up or put away or stop stressing about or stop tolerating, that type of thing. So I just want to express that, you know, if you give up the ghost here, I think that things are going to manifest fairly quickly for you. We have Treasure Island. This always means that it begins within. The treasure is within. So, but it also is yours. You have everything you need. It's similar in that regard, in my view, to the Magician in the traditional tarot, even though it's the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's a different origin deck. But yeah, Treasure Island, the treasure is within. You are the treasure. Maybe treasure yourself, treasure experiences. Maybe there's a Libra or two out there that need the message that there's a treasure chest that's involved. Maybe there's a secret or a message for you or an idea in the treasure chest. Here we have the Wile E. Coyote here. I mean, this is the trickster. So it can be read two different ways. I find that the trickster can be read in the sense of you're doing what you have to do to get things done. I don't think it has to be a negative thing at all. I think you can do what you have to do to get things done. Just be sure here you don't trip yourself up or in the process of getting what you really want. It's not all just one-sided. It's not just all about prosperity or all about money or all about someone liking you or all about just a very narrow one aspect of yourself or someone else. I would look at the whole picture here and be careful that you're not tricking yourself into or out of anything. And also the other message here with the coyote is don't let anyone trick you, right? You don't want to be tricked by anything. So keep your eyes and ears peeled here. But I think there could be a lot of fun ahead for you as well. Again, with the Wile E. Coyote, like he puts himself, and yes, I mean the cartoon, like just be careful that you don't back yourself into a corner here. And by that, I'm going to state specifically around your mental state, okay? Like what are you thinking? What are you believing? You know, cut out and cut off what has proven not to work for you. Just stop it. Just give up the ghost. You don't owe it anything. Its time is come and gone. You don't owe it any explanation. So really, you know, give up something that isn't working for you and move on. And you'll see the results of that very quickly. The positive results of that very quickly. Here with playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So please, please, please have fun. Again, whether this is a romantic concern for you or not, I think it's important to be playful. Again, who are you to attract what it is that you want the most? Instead of what do they have to provide you, what do they have to give? Like really get to the center of what it is you want, what it is you want to provide, and how you want to see it done, like how you want to see it in action. But more importantly than anything else, you want to be, like if you want a high quality job, if you want a high quality relationship, project, relationship of any kind, theme, whatever that is in your life, you know, it's almost like there's no amount of time in the world that's going to change our externalities. That people are people, we can't change them. Sometimes situations, life is what it is. But the beautiful part of that is that we can take control of our own wants, desires, and our minds. And I think if you get closer and deeper into what that is for you, it's like things will start just falling into place around you. So less concerned about whatever other people are thinking and feeling and doing or planning, and more concern around what you are thinking and feeling and doing and planning. Here with manifestation, well, if I've said that 500 times this spread, yeah, totally. I totally see this here for you. I do see major manifestation available to you. I think another nice way to say this is to get out of your own way, Libra. Get out of your own way this month. Things are really looking for a place to manifest themselves in your life this month for your highest good. And I really do see that for yourself. And I see you giving up the ghost, give up anything that isn't working for you, without apology. Its time is come and gone. If you have to, you know, say, I love what you've done for me all this time, but I'm not the same person anymore. You know, mentally put it on a shelf. Say, I'll never forget you, you know, if you have a hard time letting go. And then, you know, move on. Move on to your highest good, your highest realm here. We have two beautiful kings, two beautiful opportunities. This gorgeous setting something in motion here. Your soulmate energy, having the strength of a lion this month. You know, your dreams are totally available to you. They can come true at any time. You know, stay light, youthful spirit of fun. And romance is also creativity. It's all ruled by the 5th house. So if you're looking to create something, maybe this month do it through an element of fun. Okay, and see what will manifest, and you might even be surprised by that. So I really hope this was helpful for you. I loved reading this. It's just a beautiful reading for you, and I see things really panning out for you beautifully, Libra. If you have a second, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in your next reading in a few weeks. Take excellent care until then. Bye for now.